The main event from New Orleans, Louisiana is underway. Larry Ward gets the whole shot, but Ezra Lusk puts a burst of speed to take the lead here in the Superdome.
There is a swap meet in that first corner. There's LaRocco, Button, Huffman, Lamson, Albertine. McGrath just escaped that.
Resetting the leaders for you now. Ezra Lusk in the lead with Larry Ward in second. Robbie Raynard in third. Ricky Carmichael in fourth. Jeremy McGrath in fifth. Keith Voss in sixth. Pashone in seventh. Tim Ferry, the leading privateer, is next in eighth.
Carmichael just jumped his way by Raynard into third place. Trails his friend Larry Ward. This is what Lusk needed.
Well, it is quite possible, too, that that first turn pilot with LaRocco, Lamson, Huffman, and Albee could make it very easy for Jeremy McGrath to secure his sixth Supercross title in 7 years. But you see right now, here's our leader from Team Honda, Ezra Lusk.
Ezra paid the price in the heat race. He was collected in the first turn pileup. This time he escaped it, got the whole shot. McGrath back there dicing with Raynard, looking at each other over the triple.
Lusk, Raynard, I should say Ward, and Ricky Carmichael. Carmichael looks like he's in striking pose right now with Jeremy McGrath right behind him. Ezra Lusk has 3 wins on the season, number 4 on the red bike.
As you can see, McGrath snuck his way around Raynard. There's Button. Looks like they're working on the clutch lever.
Jimmy Button's bike, number 10. That's Steve Butler facing us.
Actually, he's lost the grip a whole 9 yards off that left side of the handlebar. That's unfortunate. After winning his heat race, wasn't quite as fast as the heat race of Jeremy's, but he was still going fast enough to be a contender here tonight.
We have the makings of a great finish here in New Orleans right now. Ezra Lusk, not known for giving up leads. He has 6 podiums on the year. And 1 prior hole shot, and that was at the second race at Anaheim. But Ezra Lusk came into this race leading 40 laps on the season.
Larry Ward has actually hitched a ride with Lusk, won't let him go. You can see how close he is. And now Carmichael has lost a little bit of time to both those guys, having to deal with that big number 1. So this could be a 2-way battle for the lead, and a little ways back, another 2-way battle for third.
Ezra Lusk, our leader, over the finish line, jump with Larry Ward right on his tail. Ricky Carmichael and Jeremy McGrath bunched up in third and fourth. Look at Ezra zipping down there.
Boy, he got it flat and just accelerated away, but look at Ward. He closes right back up. Anytime Lusk gets a little bit of a gap, extra 4 or 5 bike lengths, Ward's able to close that gap again.
Ezra Lusk saying he's trying to finish out the season with consistency. The only trouble is that 10 races ago that he won his last event, so he comes into this race a little hungry. Still has a shot at second, but not if LaRocco continues to be consistent. Larry Ward, number 7, riding very smoothly, but look at Ricky Carmichael now sneaking into the picture.
No, he just dropped McGrath and closed right back up. A little off balance right there, he doesn't lose any time. Look at Lusk. He's having to be so careful through that long sweeper right there. It's so slippery. The traction there is so inconsistent. Looks like Lusk is starting to get a little bit of a gap now. McGrath closed back up to the rear end of Carmichael. This is tough. You know, I talked about it earlier during the heat races. The start was going to be critical because these guys are all running about the same pace. It's going to come down to who makes mistakes.
There was a wild, vicious rumor that was spread throughout the week that Ezra Lusk was going to sign or had signed with Kawasaki because his good friend Ricky Carmichael's there, etc., etc. But as he showed us, he swears that is not true, and he's going to wait to the end of the season before looking at any offer as his contract is up.
Boy, what a battle this is turning out to be. All 4 of them so close. Raynard is starting to catch him in 5th.
Ezra Lusk is our leader, getting challenged from Larry Ward. Let's go down to Davey Combs.
The one thing about Larry Ward that I don't understand is he is staying with these guys, but he's not doing the same jump combinations. He seems a little hesitant, a little cautious, but he makes it up everywhere else. I think that Suzuki is tracking good and the really slick stuff.
Good observation, Davey, as he's on the tail right now of number 4, Ezra Lusk. Anything could happen. We've got potentially 5 riders that could win this thing.
You know, what's surprising to me is now you see Raynard, how close he has gotten to McGrath. Tortelli is also entered the picture.
But he's been lapped.
Oh, I got mixed up in there.
Ezra Lusk, Larry Ward, Ricky Carmichael, Jeremy McGrath, Robbie Raynard. Any one of these guys could win this race here in the Superdome. And of course, Jeremy, all he needs right now is to hold a position to win his 6th Supercross title.
He is going to overshadow whoever wins this race if he's able to win it just by wrapping up the title. Either way, McGrath looking good.
What happened last year in Dallas?
Right, Lusk won the race.
Lusk won the race, and McGrath won the title. Robbie Raynard trying to make a move on McGrath. Number 17, Team Suzuki.
I don't think at this point in the race McGrath has decided to settle for the title. Right now he's still right there in contention. He wants to win this race. If Raynard gets around him, we see McGrath start to drop off the pace a little bit, then that'll be the sign that he has decided to just play it cool here, grab the title. And
Raynard's coming off his most outstanding Supercross, a second place start. He ran there 12 laps before Lusk passed him, and he hung on for his first 250 podium in the last round. The mechanics area. Boy, there's some tension down there, isn't there? 13 laps to go.
A lot of tension out front. Approaching the halfway point. Carmichael, that time looking over his shoulder at McGrath in midair off the triple, toying with him a little bit, trying to figure out where he was, inside or outside.
Here comes Carmichael and Jeremy McGrath. McGrath to the outside. Oh, what a move by Jeremy, moving into 3rd place. Jeremy now is in position to win it all.
He came up short on that triple right there a little bit, but as soon as he did, he moved right over, closed off the line of Carmichael, so he couldn't capitalize.
Ezra Lusk still our leader. Larry Ward in 2nd place. Jeremy McGrath 3rd. Carmichael in 4th. And it is Robbie Raynard in 5th.
Another small mistake by McGrath off the finish line jump right there.
McCollum, Ward's mechanic, says, stay on him, keep on him. That was on the pit board, but right now he's got Jeremy right on his tailpipe.
Well, it's always better to look forward, try to challenge the leader, or if there's nobody out there, chase that rabbit. And right now, number 1 is pretty intimidating, I have a feeling.
Larry Ward, he's been on the podium 4 times this year.
That's a double jump right there that Larry ought to be jumping. He doesn't feel comfortable with it. That time didn't go for it. Neither could McGrath. Carmichael jumped it and closed right back up.
Lusk starting to get a little bit of edge now on Larry Ward.
Now Ward's got so much experience. He can hold these guys up for a while. Lusk, looks like Lusk is starting to pull away. That could be his advantage.
Davey, what do you see down there?
I'm going to tell you something. There's a really strange thing going on. We were talking about how fast Jimmy Button looked earlier. He sat out 3 laps, got back in the race behind the leaders. Guys, he's going faster than Robbie Renard, but he's not allowed to pass him.
I think he's just out there trying to get experience, trying to stay with these leaders and be in the race.
Here comes Jeremy McGrath working on Larry Ward. Ward stumbling a bit. Jeremy McGrath brings the crowd alive. Jeremy McGrath hops by Larry Ward. Incredible.
Now, Lusk is not going to like this. It didn't take long for McGrath to find his way right to the back fender of Lusk. Now this whole race is going to change.
7 laps to go. Can Ezra Lusk hold off Jeremy McGrath for 7 laps?
He's done it before. I think back to San Diego when McGrath had his chances. Lusk rode in pain. Carmichael's got his hands full with Ward right now.
That was a miscommunication. There was 11 laps, and now it's 10 laps to go. As we take a look at the battle for the lead, 10 laps to go. Ezra Lusk, number 4. And Jeremy McGrath just waiting to get his opportunity right now.
This could be Carmichael's first podium. He found his way around Ward.
And the best Kawasaki finish of the year.
Carmichael was on pace in the heat race. He didn't get the start he needed.
battling with Ward. It's a bar-to-bar Team Suzuki battle right now, and Raynard takes advantage of Larry Ward. So it's Lusk, McGrath, RC, Raynard, and Ward are top 5. It's changing all around. Jimmy Button, I think, has been lapped. Well, most anything can happen behind Jeremy McGrath right now, as McGrath has a 3.5-second lead. We'll be right back with more action from the Superdome as McGrath tries to chase down Ezra Lusk after these words. He's behind 3 seconds to Ezra Lusk. Both riders just getting by Jeremy's teammate on the Mazda Chaparral Yamaha, Steve Lapson. And now we got the call. There's 7 laps remaining.
Oh, Carmichael's gone down hard.
Carmichael really hit the tough boxes hard.
Right after the triple, it was a line that I had pointed out earlier in the day that he had better. His bike almost went across the track and came pretty close to McGrath coming the other way. So the frustration for Carmichael continues. Looked like he was on his way to his first podium and is down again. Well, you know, there's some times in your career you go through a crashing spell, bad luck spell. Lusk has certainly had his share of crashes and bad luck. Albertine's had it. I had it. Bob Hanna had it early in his career.
You've been retired for so many years, people forget, though.
Yeah.
When did it come for you?
1985 was a bad year. And early in my career, when I was trying to get my first break, 81, 82, I couldn't get through the season healthy. All I would have needed was a couple of 12th place finishes in the 250 National Championships in 82 to win the title, but I was injured and couldn't do it.
Can Jeremy McGrath pick up a second per lap? We've got 5 laps to go, and Lusk has a legitimate 5-second lead. Let's go down to Davey.
Randy, you guys got 5 laps to go. I know the championship is in your reach, but do you think Jeremy's going to go for the race win?
Well, early on it looked like he was going for the win. Looks like there's some kickers on some of the jumps, and maybe he's backed it down just a little bit. We talked about it before the race, and wanted to go out, and the goal was to win the race tonight, for sure. And look, there's a big picture to look at, so maybe that's what he's looking at right now.
Well, that's smart. That's how you get 6 titles, looking at the big picture. And I think Jeremy has realized that Lusk has found that rhythm again that carried him to 3 wins already this season. And maybe he's decided to let him go.
He's now dropped a second. 6 seconds behind Ezra Lusk, and so that's about what he's trying to do, David Bailey. And
well, if you look at where Jeremy started and the riders he had to pass to get in position where he was pretty close to Lusk there for a while, he rode a phenomenal race, but Lusk has just been that much better.
Frustrating for Ricky Carmichael just to watch Jeremy McGrath go by, and now he's trying to follow him a bit. There's Jeremy McGrath with beautiful styling.
He's going to have a good time enjoying, savoring his last laps, knowing that 6th title is his.
You know, when someone who has won as many championships and become wealthy, different people react different ways. Some become complacent and like to ride out their careers. That is certainly not the case for Jeremy McGrath as we switch back to Ezra Lusk. It appears Jeremy McGrath wants to go out like Rocky Marciano.
He is not going to be out there unless he knows he can win. He does all the things it takes to win. If somebody like Lusk is sure learning from that, it's got to be frustrating because he's shown here tonight and a few other times this season that he's faster than Jeremy, but the big picture always looks a little bit better for McGrath.
Larocco is currently in 9th. Jeremy McGrath is in the catbird seat as we take a look at Mike Larocco in 9th place.
That's going to be
Damon Huffman there.
Frustrating for him. Larocco has struggled. Didn't look that great in practice. Struggled in the heat race. Went down this corner right here. He's going to make a pass stick, though, over Huffman. So he's still moving forward, but he's not going to be happy. That front end dance around.
With 2 races left on the season after this one, this kind of puts Lusk back in a go for it for 2nd place against Mike Larocco as far as the points is concerned. There's Kim, Jeremy McGrath's sister. No, Kim.
That's
the girlfriend, yes.
She's
on the
happy.
left, and Tracy His sister on the right.
There's his dad in the background. He's got to be
Jack.
his mom. 6 titles, Art. I mean, that's double Bob Hanna and Rick Johnson. It's just ridiculous to think that.
Jeff Stanton. Rick Johnson had 2.
That's right. Jeff Stanton.
You got it. But it does. Let's not get away from the point that you made was a very good point. It doubles the amount of the next runner-ups as far as amounts of titles. Jeff Stanton. White flag lap for Ezra Lusk. And Bob Hanna. Bob Hanna had 3 in a row. But this will be Jeremy McGrath's 6th Supercross title.
Whoa. Lusk doing one of the, I don't know what they call that, but almost didn't work out too good.
With Ezra Lusk on his final lap, should he win this one, it'll be his 4th victory of the season. There's Jack McGrath. A very proud papa indeed.
They've done a fine job. I talked to Jeremy's mother a while back, and she said that at home, Jeremy's just Jeremy. He's not the 6-time champion. And, you know, I've seen his attitude pretty much stay the same for all these titles.
Ezra Lusk just 1 turn away from his 4th win of the season, equaling last year's total, his 10th career victory. Ezra Lusk gets the checkered flag, but here comes the champion, Jeremy McGrath. The legend continues to build for this young man. Randy Lawrence, his mechanic down below, patting him on the back. There's Tracy right in front of him.
Hello.
Once again, he kind of steals Ezra's thunder a little bit. Ezra rode a great race, but here we are looking at an amazing rider.
Good job. Thanks, dude. Good job tonight.
And his mom coming in. What a grand lady she is. And the entire family really takes care of Jeremy's business and keeps it going. His Kim, his girlfriend, a big hug. And their sportsmanship at its best. Mike Gosler, mechanic of Ezra Lusk, coming over to congratulate Jeremy McGrath and Randy Lawrence, his mechanic, for winning the championship. History.
I know. You were nervous all day. You were nervous all day. You're all right. That's out of the way. I get 2 more races, we can win. All right? It's all nerves.
And it's obvious they're not stopping with this one. They're not stopping with the #1 plate. They want 2 more wins. There's 2 more races on the docket.
Stop jumping.
Not often.
You know that. It doesn't feel nervous. I might as well be, huh?
Not often you hear Jeremy say he's a ball of nerves, but that's a pretty good ride for somebody riding that nervous.
That's it. You would never know it when you watch him ride, when you watch him take over.
Hey, congrats, Ernie. Congrats.
A tremendous 2nd place finish, and there you have the 2 champions. Ernesto Fonseca and Jeremy McGrath. What a day, what an evening for Yamaha here in New Orleans. We'll be right back and get the words from the king himself, as well as our winner, Ezra Lusk. Davey Combs making his way over to the winner's platform right now as the champion takes his mechanic on a ride around this great venue, the Superdome.